Lewiston, Maine is in mourning
Trisha Asselin.
after suffering America's worst mass shooting of 2023 so far.
William Brackett.
18 people killed, 13 injured. And yet, just one day after that massacre, a mass shooting in North Carolina left 5 people dead. The following weekend saw 11 people killed and many more injured in 12 separate mass shootings across America. By one standard, 4 victims mark the threshold for a mass killing.
The shooter on Lewiston way at the bowling place. 7 County got multiple victims. I need multiple victims. I need every unit you can find.
Some, like the tragedy in Lewiston, are overwhelming, but most are less visible. All told, those add up. 37 mass killings for the year by October 27th. Mass shootings with several people shot, but any number of fatalities or none, now happen at a rate of almost twice per day in America. If trends continue, 2023 could see 700 mass shootings, the most ever. Some Republicans have recently pointed to lack of mental health care services as a cause of this crisis. Robert Card, presumed to have committed the massacre in Lewiston before killing himself, displayed troubling behavior during an Army Reserve training exercise in July. New York State Police reportedly took him for mental health evaluation.
This person, based on the information we had, at least as of earlier today, clearly was a sufferer of mental health disorders. We need to step up and take care of that mental health epidemic in this country.
Card was committed to inpatient treatment for 2 weeks.
The common theme here is mental health, right? The guy's in the hospital for a couple of weeks. How did the Army Reserve unit not know about this?
Democrats increasingly favor some form of gun control, like a reinstatement of a long-expired assault weapons ban.
I mean, why on earth does this country extend a permission structure to mass shooters by handing them military-style assault weapons?
In security footage, Card can be seen carrying a semi-automatic rifle. These were illegal to buy between 1994 and 2004. Evidence suggests that ban may have reduced mass shootings. It's an open question whether Maine's comparatively libertarian gun laws could have kept him from owning a firearm altogether. The state has a so-called yellow flag law, which allows the state to seize firearms based on a specific report from a doctor. Polling has shown a majority of Americans favor increased restrictions on gun sales, such as required background checks. A background check in August actually did prevent Card from buying a silencer. Card was disqualified when he self-reported a stay in a mental institution. Most Republicans polled have been opposed to greater restrictions on guns. Meanwhile, sales soar, notably the military-style AR-15, now America's most popular rifle. They're easier to aim and shoot than traditional rifles, and they send bullets flying faster than many guns, amplifying their damage. A clip can typically hold 30 rounds, but 100-round magazines are available. AR-15s have become incredibly common, owned by 1 in 20 U.S. adults. Nearly 1 in 3 U.S. adults own at least one firearm of some kind, and many own 2 or more. No other country even comes close to the U.S. in total gun ownership. Gun rights advocates might note that several countries have much higher rates of gun homicides than the U.S., but America still ranks high, especially among wealthy democracies. Following a mass shooting in 1996, Australia toughened its gun laws and enacted a nationwide buyback. Gun homicides were lower in years following the passage of the law than before. Researchers have said it's hard to isolate a particular cause for the overall trend, although the policy seems to have reduced mass shootings in Australia. So what will America do? At least one House member was moved to reverse his stance on assault weapons after the killings in Lewiston. U.S. Representative Jared Golden, a Democrat who lives in Lewiston, had previously been opposed to tighter controls on military-style assault weapons. After the slaughter of so many of his neighbors, Golden announced he would favor increased restrictions.
I have opposed efforts to ban deadly weapons of war, like the assault rifle used to carry out this crime. The time has now come for me to take responsibility for this failure. which is why I now call on the United States Congress to ban assault rifles like the one used by the sick perpetrator of this mass killing in my hometown of Lewiston, Maine. For the good of my community, I will work with any colleague to get this done in the time that I have left in Congress.
Whether Congress as a whole will take action on access to mental health care or to guns remains to be seen.